Okay, here's already another instance in which the home gym design is not really coming to the rescue with the exercise selection that I chose. The previous day, I had a bit of disagreement with the floor, which is not very grippy, and as a result of that, having sweaty palms was not the best to do anything like handstands. By the way, here there is an exercise that I added because I thought that I would be benefiting by working the hip flexors a bit more and developing some strength, trying to get some explosive repetitions in, which in turn should also help in the jumping, improving the jumping endeavor. But going back to disagreeable gym design, I thought that I would be able to do tuck rows in this contraption over here, but the first set that I performed was with the neutral grip and the handles turned inward, and that really didn't give me much space of maneuver. I was trying to keep my knees as far out as possible, but there were a couple of instances where the thighs were scraping against that rubbery part, and it kind of threw the reps off, since it's such a high intensity, for me, low repetition set. If one or two reps already, I need to concentrate on trying not to rub my thighs by accident against the support onto which I'm grabbing. It's already throwing the exercise off. So I opted to turn those handles outwards and grab them outside of the structure. But the problem in here is that the grip is a bit too wide and I'm not really able to pull inwards. My forearms are at an angle, and that is really not very conducive to me getting as much force expression as I can, since I'm not really that strong anyway. So the reps turned out to be a bit ugly, and I am considering maybe to possibly swap this for something like a dumbbell row, something that I could do chest supported against a bench in this part of the gym here. It's something that I will have to try out. Definitely the setup in the normal gym, it's a bit better when I'm trying to do the tuck rows. And if I was to develop some extra strength, say on something like the dumbbell rows chest supported that I just mentioned, then maybe I could try and come back in this one here and get some tuck rows in. But then it's not really the most specific variation. I don't really know how well it will translate. They're both pulling movements, yes, but the body orientation is completely different. There is no chest support in the tuck rows, and the leverage is also quite disadvantageous because the center of mass is far out in front of me, as opposed to a dumbbell row, a normal dumbbell row. And even if it was a barbell row, I don't think that it would replicate it one-to-one, which is what I would like to get, because the tuck row is an exercise that I feel it's good and it's fun, and I may actually have to do it in the commercial gym. But let's see. This was the second part of the session. So I did the first superset, which was the attempted tuck rows and hip flexor on the cable machine from the floor to get some lowish reps, like around 10 with a decent load. And for 3 sets, definitely felt those in the upper part of the quads, the hip flexor, and the low part of the abdomen. So that was decent work. Then I moved over to this part here, where I was going to be doing a few sets of the Nordic curls assisted with the Bosu ball, which didn't really look that bad. Recording them from a few different angles if I can. And on top of that, I was also doing some hammer curls just to get some elbow greasing in there for good measure. Ciao!